Hi everyone, it's John. I noticed on when I last logged in to look at some of my videos, it's been about a month since I've posted anything. I just wanted to let my subscribers out there know that I'm not dead or anything. Work has just been, that perennial excuse. Work has been more hectic than I planned it to be. So I am around, still very interested in doing reviews. In fact, I have a couple of ideas for videos that are still fragrance related but aren't fragrance reviews per se. So I want to get those done maybe sometime by this weekend or next weekend at the latest. But I want to use this video to show you what will be probably taking up the vast majority of my reviewing time and content on this channel for the next year or so. I have ordered so many samples from so many different people online that I actually really want to review. In fact, I told them I would review them and have not had a chance to get back to maybe just a couple of them. So what I want to do is show you everyone that I have samples from, and I will link all of the names and the websites below in the drop-down box in case you don't understand one or two. There's a couple of foreign language names and everything. But I want to show you also this neat sort of, it's not really a carrying case, but it's a storage case for all of my samples that I bought a couple of weeks ago that has really sort of helped me organize the disaster area that was my sample keeping endeavor. This is it. I want to sort of show it to you without spilling everything everywhere. See, sort of, there you go. You can sort of see how many I have. And on the other side, there's just a few more. But let me tell you what I have in here and what you have to look forward to over the next several months. I have samples by Perfumes. I have 3 samples by Bruno Fazzolari. This happens to be Lamp Black. I have samples from a house known as, a man named Kenneth Corey lives in San Francisco, is the perfumer, and the name of the house is On the Nose. And this happens to be their sample of smoked amber that they sent me, but I have several others. I have, this is from Evocative Perfumes. This is Fleur de Magnolia, but I have several others. I think I have 10 by Evocative Perfumes. A lot of Dawn Spencer Horwitz's stuff. I've already reviewed 3 or 4 of her fragrances, so I'm not going to include her in the drop-down box. If you want to see some of Dawn's stuff, I've already included her in several other videos, so just search for DSH Perfumes. This is Hans Hindley Perfumes. I ordered that whole line of samples. This is oh goodness, what's it called? The name isn't on it, but it's striking me. Oh goodness, this is a sample of his. I have 4. It's called Mad Hat Perfumes. This is Fur, which is a sort of castoreum animalic, really like the ass cheeks of a beaver kind of smell, not in a bad way either. Really gorgeous animalic castoreum, musky kind of thing. Beautiful stuff. Reasonably priced. Go Google Mad Hat fragrances or Mad Hat perfumes. He'll pop right up. He has a like a blog-like thing. It's not blogspot, but it's something like it. These are samples from Essential Alchemy. I have 6 of these. This is called Melange. I have samples from Signature Fragrances. This one, the writing is so tiny on these. I think this one is called Oud Rush, but man, these are strong, powerful fragrances. I would love to do to go back and sit with these and review at least my favorite 2 or 3. I have already done one review. I think I reviewed Calling All Angels by Tanya Bachnik, the creative director over at April Aromatics, but she sent me the whole line. So I have, she sent me 9. I think there might be something like 11 or 12. So I have almost everything. The Jasmina, which of course is a jasmine-based fragrance, also lovely. Want to review that very soon. You may have seen Sebastian's review, and perhaps 1 or 2 other people have mentioned it. I don't know. These are, I don't know how big they are. They look like they're about, 4 or 5 mil? They're sort of in these unusually large sample bottles. But this was sent to me by Jeroboam Parfum. This is Origino. Origino, right there. And they sent me another one. This is called Hoto. Or Hoto. Probably don't want to call it Hoto for those of you who know Spanish. But anyway, moving on. Also ordered some Mi'kmois fragrances. Another San Francisco resident. The perfume game is crazy over in San Francisco, and thankfully it's crazy good. This is one of the 5 or 6 ingredients that is put together in equal parts to create the fragrance that Mick calls ideesthesia. And this is called Known, but I have all of the separate components, and I also have a sample of ideesthesia, which is all of them mixed together. I have samples by a company I've never heard of on YouTube, unfortunately. This is called CJ Scents. The perfumer over at CJ Scents is Candice Jerko. It's her initials. And this is just one of the samples that I got. This is lavender incense. This is a line that I was very, very happy to be able to get my hands on and try, and I can't wait to review. Let me get another one. The thing is coming off on that one. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. This house is called Jolie Lad Perfumes. Jolie Lad Perfume. I think she has 6 fragrances. They are all based off of French New Wave film titles. This happens to be called A Bout de Souffle, which is in English is commonly translated as Breathless. It is based off of the Godard film. It is Godard, right? I think not Truffaut. Godard, Jean-Luc Godard. And these are really, really nice. They sort of tell a story, and you can see them very much how they sort of tie into the movies that they're named after. So I love French New Wave film. I love foreign film in general. But the French film of the 50s and 60s was really, really at least the arty film of the 50s and 60s was really, really interesting and, of course, new and just fascinating stuff. And the idea that someone liked them enough to create perfumes out of them sort of tickles me and makes me happy. So I'm very happy to eventually get my nose, well, I've already smelled them, but to review them. I have a couple of scents by Mandy Aftel, who is over at Atelier Perfumes. This is Seeps and Tuberose, and I have a couple of others. I've already reviewed one of Misha's perfumes from who is run by Misha Munyon, and she has Misha's Natural Perfumes. I reviewed a scent called Sauvage, or Sauvage, which is a spicy, sort of kind of Arabic style Moroccan rose. It's a really, really beautiful scent. I loved it. I want to review everything else. I have scents by many, many scents. I think 12 by Neil Morris. This one just happens to be Gotham. I have 2 scents by Simply Invisible Perfumes. This is Atlantic. There we go. I have about 10 samples by a name I bet you may not have heard of. It's called Pell Wall Perfumes, and you may not recognize that name, but I bet you know the guy behind it. Pell Wall Perfumes is run, and all the perfumes are created by a guy named Chris Bartlett. If you don't know who Chris Bartlett is, he was the guy who created Beaver for Zoologist. So that's probably what he's most popular for. Except he has a whole line of his own stuff. I got my hands on about 10 of them. This one just happens to be called Anjin. I don't recall offhand if it's one of the ones that I was really, really fond of. But of the 10, I really, really, really liked about 3 or 4 of them. And so I should say really, really loved 3 or 4 and really liked 3 or 4 more. So these, interesting story here. How long are we running? Oh god, 13 minutes. I need to speed this up. These are a set of all the fragrances in the line called Raw Spirit. I have a bad story to tell about Raw Spirit. Really, really, I tried Bijou Vert. This is not Bijou Vert, this is Winter Oak. But they have a scent called Bijou Vert. Reminds me very, very, very much of a popular designer fragrance that I will unveil when I actually do the review. And a guy by the name of Harry Fremont, who is renowned in the perfume world for designing a lot of celebrity fragrances, a lot of fragrances that have done very well for themselves. I think he knew better than to do this, and was very, very disappointed in that. I mean, it is a dead ringer for this thing. I think it smells a lot alike. So, more on that later. I also have, just very, very quickly, fragrances from Opus Oils. I have 2 fragrances from, these are probably going to be 2 of the first reviews I do, by the house of Abdul Karim Al-Faransi. You may not have heard. He's actually English-based. He's in Birmingham, England. He has perfumes in the most stunningly beautiful bottles. This is a 3-gram bottle of a scent called Mucalat Alfarisi, which is a beautiful oud leather saffron scent. These are oils, by the way. And this is a scent called, they have these nice little tags. This is called Jakarta. Again, in these stunning little, this is 6 grams, or half a tola. I'll explain what a tola is in my review. But this is a saffron rose that dries down to the stunning sandalwood base. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really something you have to try, even if you're not an oil wearer. There are samples on his site for a pittance. The bottles go for a bit more, but the samples are really enticingly priced. And if you don't think you're an oil wearer, go in there. There are ambers, there are ouds. Some of them are quite expensive. Not terribly expensive, but a bottle like this could run you 50 or 60 or 70 bucks. Okay? Keep in mind, I have been wearing this on a regular basis for about a month, and look how much of a dent I've put in it. Almost nothing. I think a bottle like this could probably last you a year or two. And it's like 6 mils. Okay? Because it doesn't have a sprayer, it has, if anyone out there is an oil user, it has a dauber. See it against my peachy white skin there. It has a dauber. And even from this far away, I can smell it. It's great. Beautiful, beautiful rose sandalwood saffron. On the other side of my box, which I promise will not take me another 15 minutes to go through, I have, let me turn it over without doing too much damage, I have scents from Solstice Scents, that is run by Angela St. John. I have scents from a couple of scents by Etat Libre d'Orange that I would like to review. I have scents by Cognoscenti or Cognoscenti, and I have scents from Pecci Perfumes that I also ordered. So, I know you couldn't exactly see off camera how many of these I have, but I probably listed off a good 20 names, and for each of them I probably have an average of between 4 and 6 and 8 perfumes. Okay, so I will be busy with these for a long, long time, even if I review on a regular basis, which, of course, as some of you who follow me know, I often take sort of sizable breaks for purposes of work and stuff like that. So we're going on 19 minutes now. It's time to shut this mother down. So I will see you guys later, hopefully sooner than later, with a couple of interesting fragrance-based reviews that are not reviews but still fragrance-based, and reviews after that. I will talk to you later, guys. It's nice seeing you again, and take care and be safe. Bye.